What's up again, guys? Well, going to show you guys how to install RAM and a hard drive into this particular unit. But before I do, I just wanted to do a walk around of what all you get on the unit. And for those of you wondering, this is the Zotac ZboxHD ND02-U. That is its specific model number. Now let's go around on a little walk around of what all is on here. First, you have your power button on the front. Also lights up with a little light when it's on. Hard drive activity LED, a wireless activity LED, a USB 2.0 port, which is the bootable port. I believe with a BIOS upgrade, this also is bootable. It's an SD card slot. Then you have a microphone and a headphone jack. And then on the top, hiding underneath this little protective cover, is another USB 2.0 port. You have some venting along the top. On the bottom, you have more venting. And on the other bottom, getting myself all twisted and turned around here, you've got the thumb screws, which take the top off, and a place for you to slide the vertical stand mount. And then the most important connections on the back here, we have an eSATA port. We have two USB 2.0 ports, a gigabit LAN jack, two more USB 2.0 ports, a DVI, an HDMI, a optical sound out, and the power plug. Now, I'll show you guys how to take this apart. It's extraordinarily easy. I'm pretty sure anybody can do this. So don't be scared of getting a bare bones one of these, even if you're not computer or tech savvy or whatever you want to call it. Just take two thumb screws out, and this slides right off. Now, I've already taken the liberty of installing the stuff inside of it before I made this video. But it's extraordinarily easy, and I will show you how to do it again. First, let me take a RAM stick out here real quick, just so I can show you guys how to do it, and we'll take the hard drive out as well. I'm not going to take it completely out, but actually I guess I will, just to show you how to do it. Alright, this is basically like a little laptop inside here. We've got our cooling fan for the GPU and the Atom processor, which both reside under this little aluminum heatsink with some plastic over top of it. We've got the battery over here, and everything else you would find in a computer. So first things first, when you get it, that will be down and it will have a little thumb screw in it. Just unscrew that, flip that up just like that. Yep. Kind of hard to do one-handed here. Let me set the camera down real quick so I can get this drive to drop down where it's supposed to go here. There you go. And then once it's down, all you gotta do is slide it to the side. Drop that down, and we put our little thumb screw back on, and there you have it. Your hard drive is installed. And then the RAM is just like a laptop. You just have to line it up, push it in, and then press down. And now that RAM is locked in place and it's not going anywhere. Then all you gotta do is replace the cover. Let's see if I can replace the cover with one hand. Did I get that lined up? Yes, I did. And then you just install the two thumb screws back on. And then I'm going to be using this thing standing straight up. So I'm going to put the little floor stand mount on. If I could figure out how it goes on, that is. Whatever, I'll do that off camera, because it looks like that's going to be a little annoying to put on. But now I'm going to show you guys how to get a operating system on it, and do a first boot and everything. So let me get that stand on, and then we'll start the video back up. Okay, got the Zotac ZboxX all hooked up to my TV and my surround sound and all that stuff. Got a old keyboard and old mouse sitting here just for now, because it'll be easier to type. And I don't think wireless keyboards like that work in a Windows setup. I might be wrong, but I'm just going with what I know for now. So apparently I didn't really need to buy that flash drive. I forgot I have Windows 7 right on this one. But hey, whatever. It was a cheap drive, and now I've got another 4 gig drive laying around. So before you start it up for the first time, whoop, putting it in the wrong way doesn't help. Just plug it in like that. And then just hit the power button. This will be the first boot. We'll see if it works. Alright, spinning up. The little light on the side came on. That's good. We got picture. And then just hit the delete key a bunch to get into the BIOS. Now we're in the BIOS. It's telling us we got a Atom 330, like I already said. 3.72 gigabytes of RAM. That's weird. Maybe the video or the Ion chipset or whatever might take RAM for its video card out of there. I don't know how that all works. But anyway, you're going to want to go into hard disk drives. Like that. And the first drive should be your flash drive, like that. Then just back out of that. Save changes and exit. Okay. We'll let that reboot. You hear some beeping and whatnot. And then it should boot off of the USB drive. So let's see what it does. We got a little blinky square on the top there. Anytime now it should come up with loading Windows. Yep, there we go. Windows is loading files. Alright, I'm going to let it do all that stuff, and I'll turn the camera back on once we get to the next step. Okay, we got Windows installing now. I didn't really show you guys how to do the beginning of it because it's pretty simple and self-explanatory. It's just like any other Windows installation. If you need help installing Windows, just search YouTube. I'm sure there's a billion videos on how to install Windows on there. But I'm going to let this get done with everything, and then I will turn the camera back on. Okay, Windows is almost done installing. It's just on the last step, completing installation. But it's going to restart once after it's done copying, expanding, and all that stuff. As soon as it's done copying, just take the USB drive out because you don't need it anymore. You just need it to copy the Windows files to the hard drive. And then just pull it out, and then as soon as it's done restarting, just hit delete and make sure that your boot drive, or the drive it's booting from, is now your hard drive. It should do that as soon as you rip that USB drive out anyway, but just double check to be sure. So now I'm going to let this finish completing the installation, and I'll turn the camera back on as soon as it's booted into Windows. Okay, well, Windows 7 is all installed and whatnot. It's just got done installing a first update. Now I'm going to be using my wired connection, so I'm going to turn off wireless in the BIOS if I can, because there's no sense in it being on. But now I'm just going to install updates and all that stuff, install all the drivers, all that good stuff, and then I'll make another video later on, tonight or tomorrow or something, on how to actually set it up so it can play most HD content, 720p and 1080p. So, till then, peace out, guys.